Chapter 18, Episode 5, Part 2. My walk to the academy brisked up a little bit. I didn't feel the need to hurry up and get to school when I didn't want to be there, but I do like to try and maintain my physical condition whenever I can. I work hard to be as fit as I am, thank you very much. For the past couple of years, Ibuki and I have a little meeting spot we designate where either she'd wait for me or to wait for her, depending on the situation. With the exception of 2 days that I actually managed to get to school this year, it's where we meet up whenever we go somewhere that doesn't require a car ride to get to. We changed a little ever since we moved to the new house, but it wasn't that far away from where we used to go. It's about a block's difference, give or take my ability to judge distances. I finally got to a meeting spot about 20 minutes after I left. I wasn't necessarily shocked to see that Ibuki wasn't anyone to be seen. She is a shadow stalker after all. A dread tree stands over where I was supposed to run into her. My pace slowed quite a bit. I wouldn't take an opportunity to scan the tree for any signs of my ninja best friend. Nothing seemed out of the ordinary. A slight breeze blew through the area, rattling the leaves in the tree. None of their movements looked like they were hiding something or someone. I hate repeating words like that. I also hate not being able to see through solid objects. But superheroes can't have everything, I guess. I stopped next to the tree and looked up, hoping she'd make herself further obvious up there. Nope, no sign of her. Looking around, I started to become very paranoid. Trust me, you don't want to have ninjas angry at you. They can make you disappear without a trace, and make it look like you never existed to begin with. At least the bad ones can. It was weird. There wasn't any sign of Ibuki anywhere. Checking my march, I was trying new names for it at the time. I noticed I still had a good 45 minutes before I needed to be out of school for our weekend athletics class. I sighed deeply, hoped Ibuki wouldn't have some kind of evil plan in mind, leaned up against the tree and closed my eyes. I just hoped I wouldn't fall asleep there and end up with Ibuki leaving me behind lecturing me later. It was only a couple of calm minutes later that I would learn my fate. Well, not mine. I felt a light tap on my shoulder. I didn't open my eyes, but I knew who it was trying to get my attention. "Morning, Ibuki," I said. "Good morning, Iris," she said dexterously. Wait, what? Dejectedly? She was definitely a morning person. The only time she was ever really upset in the mornings was when she was running late. Even then, it wasn't so much upset as it was rushed. I opened my eyes and turned to see the source of voice for the first time today. What I saw caught me off guard. I was totally not expecting to see what I saw. Wow. Great. My linguistic skills failed me yet again. Yeah. That was all she had to say. She wasn't too thrilled by her huge change either. This change was the very last thing I'd ever expected from her. Seriously, I thought she might have given up the ninja style, the one thing she cherished so much, but what this ever happened? But there I go, being proven wrong. There, on her face, sat a thin piece of metal that stretched from the back of one ear to the back of the other, with 2 rectangular gaps on either side of her nose. 2 pieces of specialized glass, one over each eye, sent the openings in the metal. The metal itself was black, fitting her hair and eyes pretty well, actually. I craned my neck. "When did you get glasses?" Buki's eyes dropped a bit. "Last night. We had random physicals in the village, and our optometrist decided I was nearsighted in neither of these things." "Well," I said as I brought a finger up to my chin, "this explains why you're so upset this morning." A small tick fell up on her forehead. "Sort of. You not paying attention to class has something to do with it, too." "Oh, right. Well then, let's get going. Don't want to be late or anything, you know." Ibuki scoffed. "Right. Not that you wouldn't have made class if I hadn't coached in the first place." I waved my hands only in front of her. "Can you see any better with those on?" "Oh, yeah. Things at a distance are a bit clearer than they were before." I smiled. "Well then, what's the big deal? If they help you see better, then I don't see a problem." Ibuki shrank a bit. Well? Great. I'm starting to take after my mom. "Look at me!" Ibuki has tears started to form. "What guy's gonna want to go out with a blind girl?" Oh, good grief. My hand found tape found its way up to my forehead. Not that I could blame it. If I was in control of it, I would have brought it up anyway. "That's what your major issue is? You think your chances of finding a boyfriend are gonna go down because of those?" Ibuki nodded slowly. "You're nuts. Why would any guy even look at me now? I look like a nerd. fought back the urge to point out the fact that she's a self-proclaimed otaku. Seriously, I've seen her bedroom. There isn't a spot on any of her walls that doesn't have either poster of some kind of video game or animated show, or a shelf decorated with figures, holodiscs, or novelty items. Instead, I decided that my hand needed to rub at my forehead a little. Ibuki, you can't be serious. Nerd of face! She almost screamed before falling into a massive crying fit. She sank to her knees as tears formed miniature rivers down her cheeks. Decided my hand wasn't getting rid of the impending headache fast enough. I have to turn around and repeatedly thump my head against the trunk of the tree. Not too hard though. I didn't want to damage my precious brain cells. I need those, you know. It took a moment to hear her sobs a little more before finally deciding to do something about it. I knelt down next to my best friend and set a hand on her shoulder. Hey, Ibuki, I said gently. Her sobs died down a bit as she looked at me. Tears continued to flow. Oh, I'd give her a reason to cry. I lifted my hand, put it back, and brought it around in what was quite possibly the hardest step I've ever delivered in my life. Ibuki's head snapped around at the impact. I couldn't see her face right off, but I'm almost positive she was completely shocked at what I did. You're insane! Look at you! Your crime upside down doesn't even matter! You should be more concerned with the fact that those things are helping you see, rather than thinking that boys won't even look at you now. But, no buts. Besides, they don't even look bad on you. If anything, I figure you look better with them than without. They give you that intellectual look without completely nerding you out. Ibuki sniffed a little. Really? I smiled. Really? Now wipe away those tears, and let's get to school before we get in trouble. Ibuki didn't say anything, but nodded quietly and wiped a finger off her cheeks. I helped pick her off the ground before the two of us started walking to the academy. A minute or two later, Ibuki tapped on my shoulder. I looked at her to see the slight smile my cousin seeing on her face. See you at the school, she said before jumping up a tree in a smooth motion. Before I could say anything, she bounded away, hopping along the roofs of the buildings that created her path. I could only stand there with my mouth open like an idiot. That's so not fair, I grumbled. Then started running towards the school. 4,831 feet. That's the distance I had to sprint in order to get to the academy. I stopped just as I saw the front gates and started panting for breath. Trying to keep up with ninjas is a lot more difficult than people would think. Not that they think it's easy or anything. I decided to make a quick check on my equipment. I flexed everything I could think to flex in my leg to be sure nothing was out of order. Nope, nothing's wrong. Everything worked just fine. Good. The last thing I needed was to have it break down while we were doing whatever it was we were going to do. Walking to the gate, I scanned the air to try and find my class. I figured that if we were doing weekend athletics, then we'd be outside. Sure enough, I saw a few people from my class standing around in one of the grass fields, nearby one of the most ridiculous things I've ever thought I'd see on a school campus. It seemed like the kind of obstacle course you'd see on a military base, but several sections seemed more daunting than others. I chugged up to my classmates. Looking around, I noticed that Ibuki hadn't made it in yet. Weird. A couple minutes later, I felt a tap on my shoulder. I turned around and see Ibuki just in her glasses. Hey. Yo, what took you so long? Ibuki never scratched the back of her head. I felt the roof on the way here. I winced. I hope you left a note. Of course not. Ninjas don't pay for the damage they cause. I rolled my eyes. Yeah, right. Guess you guys aren't responsible people. Shut up. Hey, can you go out today? Why? Ibuki smiled. We're going shopping again. Yesterday's trip was cut short because of that Maverick attack, so today's gonna be take two. But I already bought some clothes, I said, hoping to back out of having to be dragged around town. Ibuki, on the other hand, was less than amused. 3 sets of cheap shoes don't count, Oh yeah, she was in a better mood. I'm talking about entire outfits that would be worn away from the academy. You come with me to buy you some new clothes. Fine. Oh, do you mind if I bring someone from the village with us? She's been dying to get away for a while. This seems like the perfect excuse. I shrugged. No, go ahead. I wouldn't mind meeting someone else from your hometown. Cool. Ibuki looked past the whole group and noticed something. Uh-oh, here comes the coach. I turned around and, sure enough, off in the not-so-distant strode Coach Fur. He stood around 6.5 feet, a monster compared to me. His dark skin matched awkwardly against his short, military-style blonde hair. Red-eyes scanned over the class, probably trying to figure out what to do with us. Alright guys, he said, trying in apparent vain to get the conversation in. Guys? I ignored him too and looked around, wondering if the princess would have actually shown up. Imagine my surprise to see that not only was she there and dressed in our worker uniforms, but chatting up some girl by a tree. I noticed an elbow to Buki's side to get her attention. Who's that? I asked, not recognizing the other girl. She leaned up against the tree in what a lot of people would see as innocent. She was rather small. I dwarfed her about my weight, but a good inch or two shorter than me. She had what I'd call genetically impossible blue shoulder-length hair tied into twin pigtails. She and Bricana talked rather casually, though something told me that the other girl probably wasn't in their best mood. I didn't recognize her, so I figured she might be new. Ibuki gave a quick look. Oh, she's a transfer student. Her name's Hotaru Futaba. She transferred in yesterday, after you and Bricana were kicked out. She didn't really give a reason for her transfer, mostly saying that it was for personal reasons. Huh. Well, she's talking to Bricana, so she can't be good news. I got a good look at this Hotaru character. You would think that, looking at her, she would hit off with her. Nope, she really wouldn't. Ibuki shook her head. I talked to her yesterday. She seems rather introverted. I can't imagine that she'd befriend Bricana unless she's just being nice. Alright, shut up, Ghost shouted, catching everyone's attention. After all, it's not that often that you hear any kind of teacher that tells his or her students to shut up. Good. We won't be here for too long, I hope. Just like you guys, I'd rather not be here and ruin my whole Saturday. At least he knows how to connect with the students. Coach Shore walked over to this obstacle course and stood next to the first obstacle. Now then, don't let this thing fool you. This is only to punish you Nimrods. The real exercise is over here. He then walked over to a red line of tape in the grass. You kids are gonna start here. You run from here over to the tree with the red string tied around it. He pointed to a tree off in the distance with, true to his word, a red tie around it. Once back and forth, then whatever athletic activity you want to do. If I catch you doing something that does get you sweating, you'll be running through that thing over there. He pointed to the obstacle course. Okay then. All I had to do to stay away from that monster was anything that would make me sweat. No problem, provided Ibuki doesn't get the sudden urge to try and break my arms or anything. I need those after all. You run in pairs. That way you don't all trample each other trying to get this done. Get started your warm-up stretch and I'll pair you guys off. Fuki took the opportunity to tap me again. Want a raise? She asked. I rolled my eyes, but nodded anyway. This was one of those things that she wouldn't take no as an answer. The group spread out a bit so that everyone could have room to do their warm-ups. Before Ibuki and I could get someone out of the way, I was approached by the last person I wanted to see. Well, hello, Miss Sakamoto, that arrogant voice said. I turned around to see Bricana with an overcast smile on her face. How are you doing on this day? Oh, just fine, I sugar sweetly replied, wondering if Bricana would pick up what I was putting down. Wonderful. I was talking to the newest member of our class. Huh? Can't she really say our class if she's only been here for half a day longer than the new girl? When I came up with a rather brilliant idea. Oh, great. And what would that be, may I ask? Bricana brought a hand up and rested her head in it. My chance of redemption for you. As we both know, I defeated you rather easily yesterday. I had a ticker on my head. Like I needed a reminder. So, as a chance to even things up, I thought you might like try your hand at that obstacle course. I looked the course over. It was probably around a mile's worth of various daunting looking obstacles. I couldn't even begin to try and describe what there was. I smiled. So, you and I raced in? I asked. And the person that goes the farthest wins? Bricana nodded. That is the general idea. I looked at Ibuki. She pushed her glasses up on her nose and gave me a look that said something I didn't like. It's up to you. Great. Good to know she's supported in time of crisis. I thought the idea over. Sure, I wouldn't get the chance to beat her up the way I wanted, but at least I'd have a chance to humiliate her in front of her class. Sure, I'll bite, I said. But you asked for permission. Huh? Coach Fur looked confused. He scratched at temple to emphasize his position. You two actually want to run my obstacle course? Yes, Bricana said with her hands on her hips. I stood nearby with arms crossed in front of me. And we would like to try it in Leo the rest of our time here. Rather odd, Coach said. Most people don't even want to touch the course with a 10-foot stick. And yet, here you are, asking not only if you can run it, but if you can race someone else on it in exchange for being here for the rest of the day. Not just for us, but the winner will be allowed to choose someone else to take the day off as well. Coach sighed. Normally, I wouldn't even consider letting someone back out my plans, unless they had a debilitating medical condition. However, this thing's going to be a lot tougher than you probably would have done anyway. He paused for a moment, contemplating whether or not to let us run it. Eventually, he shrugged. Nah, why not? Just make sure you two understand one thing. This will be the only favor you get this entire year. Fine by us, Berkana said. I nodded in agreement. Alright then, let me set it up and then you two can have your race. With that, Coach Ford walked away and started doing whatever it was he needed to do to get the course ready. I turned to Berkana with a smile on her face. I don't think you had too much to smile about, Miss Sakamoto, she said with a grin in full force. After all, too much strain on your leg could damage it beyond repair. Don't worry about that, I replied. I know someone who could fix it that would need to be fixed. I certainly hope so. As for you, I don't think you'll get too far on this thing. We shall see. Oh yes, we shall.